Welcome, welcome. Come on in. Sorry, I'm just adjusting. We're at a new angle tonight, so I gotta make sure. Hello. There we go. Maybe that's better. Okay, come on in. Your comments are gonna be sideways, so excuse me for taking a little while to respond. Alright, good enough. Welcome to the night show of the tarot spreads. Our tarot spread scope. Hello, Mike, my faithful viewer. Can always count on you to be here. Hello, everyone. Welcome. Come on in. Hi, if you're new here, let me know you're new and throw up your name. And if you're not new, then welcome back. You are new here. What's your name? And forgive me already if I might screw it up, because I'm really good at screwing up names. Erica. Oh, that's easy. And Dee Dee. Welcome, Erica and Dee Dee. All right, we're gonna get started, because who knows how long my kid's gonna stay asleep. Hi, Mike. Welcome. I'm Camille. I'll flip the camera around after we look at our scope so you can see who I am. My name is Camille. I have been reading tarot for about 6 years now. I am a pagan. Michael. I'm a pagan and practicing witch, and I love to talk about my spiritual path and connect with people who are also figuring out or going down their own spiritual paths. So every other night we do a tarot spread scope. So I don't read tarot on scope, but I love teaching about this kind of stuff so people can do it themselves, or they can just learn new ways of doing things I've already been doing. So tonight is a triple goddess scope. If you saw my scope earlier, I talked about using tarot cards in magic practices, and so this tarot spread is kind of tying in pagan ideology, if you will. I don't know if I'm using the right words. I'm just using words that are too big for myself. They're tying in, hi, welcome. They're tying in pagan things kind of in the spread. So you're going to use 3 indicator cards to kind of focus. And they are so for this one, I'll show you this first. This spread is taken from, I did not come up with it. It is from as I showed earlier, the Witch's Tarot card book companion. Okay, awesome. By Elegant Dugan. They go with these cards specifically, but you can use any cards from any deck if you want. So she created this spread, and it's in the back of her book. That's where I found it. I thought it would be nice to tie into our earlier scope. So, you are using 3 cards. Hello. The High Priestess. Ooh, not going to be able to see that in the dark. The High Priestess for the Maiden. Which is actually important because she's at the beginning of the Fool's journey. So it's, that's why she's the Maiden. We have the Empress for the Mother, which is, kind of self-explanatory. And she's also pregnant in this deck. And then we have, last is the Moon. The Moon is the crone. Awesome. Alright, so these are our indicator cards. They're not what we're reading. Do you like these? What are you saying oh wow about? I love these cards. They're just, the artwork is really beautiful. They look better in the daylight, but so those are indicator cards. What you're going to do for this spread is you're going to draw 3 cards, put them under each so it's a 9-card spread. So I'm not going to actually pull the cards, but hello, but I will share with you what they represent. So under the High Priestess as our maiden, they are our possibilities, our hopes, and our dreams. So as you're reading the cards, keep this in mind. Yes, I would highly recommend them. So keep this in mind when you're reading these cards, as they are representing your possibilities, your current hopes, and dreams. So as, we begin our journey as the maiden, or, well, if you're a male, I guess you're not maiden, but as you're beginning your journey, you have full of hopes, dreams, and possibilities, which is why the maiden is a great representation of this for us. I'll put that up so you can see it. Okay, so for our mother card, this is about how our projects and goals are coming to fruition, what is happening now. You're starting to go from maiden to mother to crone, and mother is really where we start to become more mature, how we complete our goals, complete our dreams and our hopes, rounding that out. And then, what is currently going on with us. So those 3 cards, that's what they represent. And last is the moon, which is the crone. It shows the outcome and your karma. So this is a more, crone is looking back on our hopes, dreams, what happened, and now the outcome. So a little bit into the future. Things that are unseen and what we may not be aware of. I personally take the crone as, when you're getting more towards the end of your life, you're reflecting back on what has happened. And so that's what those 3 cards are a really good time to focus back on what has happened. But also there's still things coming up. So what you may not be aware of, what you need to know. And maybe what things you're afraid of that you need to pay attention to. Yes. Awesome. So that is our spread of the night. So it is 9 cards, 3 under each of these. So these don't count as your 9 cards. These are just up at the top for you to focus on. You put 3 cards under each, and the pieces of paper tell you what to focus on for them. Do you have any questions? I really like this spread. I haven't used it yet, but it is definitely the next one when I do a big reading for myself. This is what I'm going to use for sure. And if you were looking into getting these cards, Mike, I really recommend not just buying the cards, but buying the companion book, because I know you're not supposed to go off the book or anything, but it has really good information, because she takes these cards a little differently from more of a witch and pagan point of view, and so she has some really interesting insights into the cards and why she designed them the way she did. So I highly recommend them. Yeah, and in the back is like all the symbology she's put into them. So like if the card has skulls in it, what the skulls mean, that kind of stuff. Obviously you can intuitively interpret how you want, but I don't know, I love reading these books just to see how the author what the author has to say. Hello. Awesome. Yes, I know this is horrible, but I did find it through Walmart. It's one of the cheaper. Oh, I had a gift certificate. That's why I got it through Walmart, but I did find it there. That's bad. Don't shop at Walmart. But I really wanted the deck, and I had like a $7 gift card to Walmart. Hello. Oh, that's okay. You can just. Did you miss the whole thing? You can watch it on replay when we're done. That's why I like to do it right away, so you don't have to if that's all you want to see on replay. Yeah, I look online too. I've only bought 1 deck in person, but there's there's some places I could go to. Ooh, Mike, you're getting called handsome. Ooh. Okay, alright. We're good on battery. How's everyone's night going? Mike, you got all the girlfriends. Hey, how's it going, Crystal? I didn't mean to click on that. Yes. Let me think. Just checking out scoops. I know there's so many people on. Right before I got on, a bunch of people kept popping up. I'm like, no. Oh, awesome. Are there any specific topics you guys want to talk about for future scopes? Because while I find some different topics interesting, I want to make sure that it's something other people would like to talk about. Whether you know it already or you want to learn more or you know nothing about it. You missed it. I just shuffled the cards back. I'm sorry. It is a 9-card spread. Hey, Janine. Hello, hello, girl. We also had a really great affirmation card earlier. I'll show it to you guys. Mike saw it. I'm good. How are you doing? Sometimes, can't read it. Sometimes no is the most loving response. I love this card. I was talking earlier when I read this card mostly about telling no to other people, but sometimes it's telling yourself no. The more I thought about it, I was like, sometimes I have to limit myself when it sucks, but it's needed. I'm not impulsive, but I definitely have times where I get crazy ideas and I'm like, no, that's not gonna work. Let's be realistic. Nah. Look at this sweet bag Nikki sent me for my cards. It was upside down. It's so soft. So I know I've said this way too many times, but if you're, oh, thanks. Yes, you gotta set those boundaries with your exes. It may be more loving for yourself than for them, but respect yourself before you wreck yourself. Respect yourself. Sometimes no is the way to get respect. I know I've said it a million times, and I said it earlier today. I am doing honey jars. They're on my website. If you go to tarotandtreasure.com, there's a link at the top that says honey jars and mojo bags. So if you want your own honey jar, read through and it'll give you some instructions on what I need from you as far as information wise. And you can just order it through PayPal. And you can use credit cards through PayPal too. You don't have to have a PayPal account. Yes. So there are honey jars available. They come in a 4-ounce jar because anything bigger than that's a little much. So those are up on my website. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. It is magic based, and the talk I gave earlier was about using tarot cards and magic too. Are we talking about which Stacy? Yeah, totally. If my son doesn't wake up, he's starting to make noise. I have to be quiet. This is a honey jar. It is literally, oh yeah, Mystic Stacy. She, you know what, she predicted a baby for me too, so you're not alone on the scariness thing. Okay, let me pull the candlelight a little closer. Okay, this is a honey jar. At the bottom of it is like some sort of sweetness. So in this case I did sugar, honey, and syrup. You can use anything sweet. You can use Splenda even if you wanted to. Jelly, candy, jelly beans, whatever's sweet. Because what the point of the honey jar is to attract or sweeten someone to you. So some examples I give are, no, she says in a couple years. I got a couple years. Well, my kid is 2, so I guess that's in the next year and a half. So the point of the honey jar is to sweeten someone to you. So the examples I give are like, if you have an ex that's being really mean, it'll sweeten his words towards you. So not saying he's going to try to like date you again, but he'll stop his harassment. If you have a judge will rule in your favor. A bank loan will go through. The loan officer will allow you the loan. Someone that you really like, that you think might like you too, it'll sweeten them to you. So that kind of stuff. So it's honey, herbs, and whatnot. I put a quartz crystal in this one. Usually I decorate them. I didn't decorate this one, but usually I tie like a ribbon around it. Sometimes I add essential oils if I know the person who wants it isn't going to eat the honey. You can eat the honey. Yeah, it's super cool. You put a piece of paper in here with your intention on it, including your name, whoever you're trying to sweeten towards you. Excuse me. And then you burn a candle with it. Oh no. Good luck. You can eat the honey, and if you order one from me and you want to use the honey in like your tea or in recipes or whatever, just let me know so I don't put any herbs in it that are toxic, because that would be terrible. And I'll go a lot lighter on the herbs if you plan on eating the honey. So like if it's a love one, I'll just use like lavender or something that would taste good too, because that would be kind of awful. And then you burn a candle with it. So this one is for a friend. She wants to sweeten and attract customers that are right for her business. And so there's a green candle on top. Yes. And it'll come with instructions. And if you don't want to have it at your house, I can keep it here and light the candle for you and everything for you until you're done with it. You feel like it's worked its magic and you're ready to move on. So I just relit it. I literally put, that's not gonna work. I literally melt the candle on top. No, it's on the actual lid. There's herbs on it too, so I don't want to dump it too far. But I light the bottom of the candle with the wax strip and then have it dry and harden so that the candle's not gonna fall off. What you can do though is take a tea light and take it out of the little metal thing it comes in and just set it right on top and light it. Yeah, that makes sense. So or I guess you could glue it, but that might be kind of odd. The candle's kind of optional too. You don't have to light the candle, but I feel like it helps push your intention out there, even more. I love candle magic. I incorporate it into everything I do. Okay. I'm feeling someone's a little anxious in this room. Oh wait, it's probably Crystal. That's probably what I'm picking up on if she's still here. Fire elements work really well. You are still here, Crystal. Are you super anxious, girl? Someone in this room is. Okay. The paper goes in the honey. So if you want to eat the honey, I would suggest putting it in a little... Yeah, okay. Wrapping it in plastic and then putting it in there so that the paper doesn't dissolve into the honey and then you don't eat paper. Oh, okay. Yeah, so there's a couple people. Okay, that would explain it. Sorry, I was getting really shaky. And I was like, that's not coming from me. That's coming from one of you guys. I'm going to smudge real quick. Not because I'm warding anyone off, but just to relax myself. I start to, like, my jaw starts to shake and my words aren't very clear. Sorry. Ugh. Remember though, Crystal, things aren't set in stone. The future is fluid. If you really don't or aren't ready, you do have the ability to change it. If you are ready, then by all means. Oh, well then perfect. Go for it. I thought you were like nervous because you weren't ready yet, but no. Dude, go for it. Awesome. Well, a little pre-congratulations. And lots of baby dust coming your way. Oh. We tried for 3 or 4 months, I think, before it happened. Oh, I'm sorry, girl. Well, it is about time. You are so ready. This is so much wax stuck to it. That's the problem with being a witch. I am a psychic. Oh. I call myself a part-time medium, which I know sounds really stupid, but I'm not as strong as a medium yet. I haven't put a whole lot of effort behind it yet. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, guys. I see animals a lot, but I don't connect and once in a while I see people, but I don't connect very strongly unless I really meditate, and then then I can, have conversations with people who've passed on. So that's why I call myself a part-time medium. So it's not an everyday occurrence, but I'm sure it would be if I, strengthen that. Yeah, he's moving. We'll see if he actually wakes up. He's not snoring tonight, guys. Eyebrows are messed up. Girl, you are so anxious. Oh no, what's wrong? You don't have to share if you're not comfortable. But I'm sorry. Yeah, it came on pretty strongly. He has a snoring buddy. I put it in bed. The thing is, if I push it, it'll wake him up because it's kind of loud. And it's a little demonic sounding. It's super cute. Oh, interesting. I love Stacy. I love the things that she's predicted for me. And I'm, like, so excited. Not so excited about having another kid. I'm not ready, but I think I have it written down somewhere what she's told me. I don't know where my notebook is. No, it's over in his crib. Girl, take some deep breaths. I can feel it over here. Sorry, he's moving. You guys are fine. That's part of the reason why I don't read, because when I do readings, there's, whoever I'm reading for always gets a little nervous, and it screws me up. I pick it up. I mean, I don't do readings on Scope. That's why one of the reasons why I only do email readings. No. You guys are fine. You don't need to leave. I'm calming back down. I'm able to, put up a wall. It just caught me off guard. You guys are fine. Nobody needs to leave or feel bad. That's why I don't go in public. No, I'm just kidding. You're fine. It can be amazing, but when I was younger, I didn't understand it, and it sucked. I'd look around at people, and they're totally comfortable, and having fun, and hanging out, and talking with people, and I'm like, why am I over here, anxiety-ridden about everything? Unless I was with a really tight group of friends, I don't know, it just sucked. But then I learned, what's going on, why I cry at the news, and, you figure it out, and you figure out how to deal with it. Look, yeah, exactly. It's nice when I can, already tell when someone walks into the room how they're feeling, so I know how to interact with them without setting them off. But then it sucks, because then it's I sense someone's bad mood, and it's hard not to get a bad mood yourself. So, yes, it's a double-edged sword. But I get that anxiety and shaky feeling really easily. I was standing at the bus stop one day. Parts of my gifts. There are some parts of my gifts were stronger. Not the anxiety part. No. I was standing at a bus stop, and this guy frantically runs up and is like, what time is it? It was obvious he was late for something. And I had to, it was bad. I was not prepared for him to, be all frantic like that around me. So I had to, physically imagine his energy flowing towards me and, redirect it. Imagine myself redirecting it so that it would go and flow somewhere else. And then I was able to calm down. But, I mean, that guy was things do happen for a reason, exactly. Maybe one day, for whatever reason, it'll be important that I know that I, have developed this or was born with it or whatever. Yes, let us know when when it's official. Oh, girl, I'm so sorry you got bad news. I'm really sorry. I hope everyone's okay. Hello. Who's that? Oh, it's Justin. Hey, Jean. That always gets me confused. Janine and Jean. Janine and Jean. Janine and Jean. Hey, how's it going, buddy? We're just talking. Someone's gonna get pregnant by Easter. I'm pretty good. Okay. No. You're fine. I feel so much better now. You're okay. So don't leave because of me. Please don't. You're fine. Unless you have to go to bed, then go to bed. By all means. Don't let me keep you up. Let me think. What else is going on? What do I need to tell you guys about? Am I missing anything? Yes. Hello. It's nice to see you. But go to bed. What time is it here? It is almost 10 o'clock. Wow, we scoped early tonight. I don't usually get to it this early. But he was tired. Well, don't push anything. Let it flow naturally. But that's awesome. I'm really excited for you. She said when my son is 2 is when I'm going to get pregnant again, which sucks because I was wanting to wait till he was 3. But, you know, that's how things happen. Cheap freaking. Oh gosh, you guys. I thought I had a million things to talk about. Now I'm completely lost it. Are you sure it was him? Maybe it was a different ex. Is there another ex you're trying to have a kid with? Probably not. But just thought I would ask. Yeah. It's hard when you get to that place. It's like you look back and you're like, all the good times, but then you realize, like, how it ended. I could talk about the mojo bags. Let's do that. So, what is a mojo bag? A mojo bag is the other thing I have up in my store, or on my website. Everything else is in my Etsy store. But I would suggest ordering them through my website because I'm not charging shipping on there. So a mojo bag is a little bag. It's like this big. And it is for an intention, kind of like the honey jars, but it could be for anything. Excuse me, that's really gross. So it could be for anything, like protection, to repel negativity, could be even specific for, getting a promotion, or, whatever you want. It's not limited. And so inside a mojo bag goes herbs, crystals, talismans, and charms. Oh, a charm gets sewed to the front. And it's anointed with oils, a piece of paper with your intention goes in it, all sorts of things. There's a whole process. And one day I'll scope actually making one for you guys. I have 2 to make right now, 2 coming up that I need to make. I need to get the supplies tomorrow. And I'm going to see if maybe one of them will allow me to scope it. I won't, out them or be too specific on what their, intention is, but then you guys get to see it. So anyway, you put it all together. And then what you do with the mojo bag is you keep it on you. So in a pocket or up against your skin somehow. So that it can work its magic. And no one's supposed to see it. You're not supposed to show people. And no one's supposed to touch it. And then once a week you feed your mojo bag by running it through the smoke of incense. And then once you're done with it, you can take out the charms and the crystals and whatnot and then throw away, or don't throw it away. put it like in a hole in the ground or in some kind of running body of water. All the other stuff that you don't want, like the herbs, to properly dispose of it. You don't burn it. There's no burning involved. Yes, no one's allowed to touch it, or that kills the mojo bag. And then you just have to make a new one. But those are quite fun to make. But I had to make like 4 of them one night, and I was utterly exhausted. Yes, a river or a stream are really good because it's carrying away the... I mean, I guess you could dump it in an ocean, but not like a lake or anything. You want a flowing body of water. So that's a mojo bag. And they're small. I use really small bags so that it's not like bulky. It stays pretty flat. When I make them. I don't know, you can stuff whatever you want in them when you make them. Hi, welcome. What's your name? I'm Camille with tarotandtreasure.com. That's my website. Oh my gosh, I'm going to pronounce this wrong. Is there a phonetic way to say it? Ilia? That's probably wrong, isn't it? I apologize. I don't mean to screw anyone's name up. I'm just really bad with names. Oh, I got it right! Oh, score 1 for me. Oh, okay, what's your question? I'm ready. You've heard it. I'm sure you have. I've heard my last name different ways for some reason. And Camille, I've heard my first name so many ways. Yes, I'm ready for your question. I'm prepared. Is Mike still here? No. Well, okay. Yes and no. Some people are very, very protective over their cards, and they don't let anyone else because they don't want anyone else's energy on them. Some people, when they read for other people, allow people to touch their cards so that they get their energy for a reading. I know a lot of people have a deck that they keep just for themselves. They don't let anybody else touch, so that it is attuned to their energy and their energy only. And then they have a deck that they use to read for other people, or decks in either case. What people do between readings to, let go of someone else's energy is to sage it or smudge it. They tap. When they're shuffling, they, whatever it's called. Split the deck in half, and you tap the 2 halves together a couple times to kind of shake off the energy. But I would recommend using a deck that you only read for yourself with, and don't let anyone touch. And then you can have I don't let anyone play with my cards, but if I'm doing a reading, I'll let someone cut them in half for me. Yeah, so you can, but a lot of readers prefer people don't touch their cards. But it's not like you'll ruin the cards if you touch them. Yeah, so, it goes either way. It's personal preference, really. But, yeah, so, it's really up to you. There's a lot of things like that are tradition. You don't touch it, or you don't let someone else see it. And then there are some things that it doesn't really matter. It's, like I said, it's up to you. If that makes sense. But yeah, I have decks that I only let certain people touch that I trust. I don't let strangers touch. Yeah, of course. I don't let strangers touch them because I'm not, they're more private. The ones that I really use for myself. There are certain decks I use to read for other people with. Hey, Alyssa. And then there are certain decks that I let people touch and look through. Like, I have a deck that I let my son use. I'm not doing readings tonight. I don't read on scope. Loteria. Yay. Yeah. I don't read on scope because a lot of personal things can come up, and I don't... Oh, girl, I said you could stay. I said you didn't need to leave. I was fine. Aren't those like bingo cards? Um, yeah, I don't do readings on Scope. There's a lot of readers already. Through my website, well, I know what you're talking about though. They have pictures and they have a Spanish word underneath. Um, I do offer readings through my Etsy shop. Yeah, you can check out my website, but I don't do readings on Scope. That's really interesting. I mean, you can use regular playing cards to do readings with, or they're not much different than oracle cards, really. But that is kind of cool. You can use a lot of different things for readings. I think I missed a question in there or a comment. I'm sorry. Yeah, so my website is tarotandtreasure.com, and on there's a link to my Etsy store. It's probably or you can go to Etsy and search Tarot and Treasure. And I have the readings that I offer on there. And I have more than just tarot. I have an oracle reading, and I have a crystal intuitive reading, which you get the crystal in the mail that I choose out of the bag. Oh, you're so sweet, Mike. You need to walk around with me and tell people what I do. But yeah, I make things too. I'm crafty. I'm so crafty, I make people. Okay, thanks. Yeah, there's a link in my profile. Might be the easiest way to get to it. You should totally. Yeah, that's awesome. No, and it's not just the cards. You have to understand that it's not just the cards. The cards are a tool. What it is, it's your intuition that is reading the cards, your understanding of how the cards come up. So the cards themselves aren't doing the telling. It's you, your guides working through you, and your higher self. That's why I tell a lot of new readers, do not get so hung up on the book definition. Listen to what you're being told intuitively. Exactly. It's to focus your thoughts and to focus your energy. Because you can get all sorts of information from your guides, but sometimes you need a source to straighten out what you're being told. And that's what helps with the cards, what stands out with the cards. Yeah, why are you so quiet, Alyssa? Gosh. Yeah. But that's one of the reasons why you do smudge the cards and everything, is to focus on your energy. It's whose energy you're focusing on is what the cards will help you understand. And so that's why when you have someone else touch them, you want to, release their energy off of them. You just woke back up. What the heck? It's kind of late. And also, that's why, if I pulled the Queen of Cups to do a reading for someone, and say Anita pulled the Queen of Cups, it might come out a little different as to what we're reading. So to smudge, you take a stick of sage, like a sage bundle, which, let me find mine. I have some Palo Santo. Oh, weird. Let me grab my sage. There's a couple different things you can use to smudge. Excuse me. Let's see awkwardness as I get up without knocking over candles. I have lots of Palo Santo, but I do not see my smudge. My sage smudge. Where did I put it? I don't know where it is. But you take said item. I honestly don't know where it is, but if you just look up sage bundle, it's a bunch of sage wrapped with string. So anyway, you light it as so. Just a second, it'll light. Not like that. Okay. And then you blow it out so that there's just smoke coming off of it. And then you run things through the smoke. Or you can use something to push the smoke around with. It wouldn't suggest your breath, but I have like feathers. Have you ever seen these? Like Native Americans use them. And you push the smoke around into the room or to the objects that you're trying to smudge. You can smudge people too. I frequently do it to my son because he's kind of crazy. But that's how you smudge. And you can say, yes, a smudge feather. And you can say whatever you want. You can use these for getting rid of negative feelings in the air, spirits. Just if you're feeling like your environment isn't positive, seriously, smudging a room makes the room feel so much better. It's crazy how it works. And I guess there's like scientific research done behind smudging, how it actually can take, I don't know what it is in the air, take it out of the air, or take something, I don't know if it makes things healthier or what, but there's actually some scientific stuff behind smudging. I read an article a while ago. So it's not a bad thing to do. I do the whole house every once in a while. If you move to a new place, it's recommended that you smudge the whole place before you move in. I had something negative hanging around the house once. I had something really negative, some kind of negative entity hanging around the house. Not like a poltergeist or a demon, but just something not so nice. And so I went and I smudged the entire house. It was a long process. Ooh, yes. I like that idea. And then, to make sure this thing was not going to come back in, I supernaturaled my house and sprinkled salt on all the windowsills and doorways. Do I have to get my stick? I love Anita. So, there's a lot of different things you can do for protection and for happiness and all that. I'm actually going to create vanilla sugar. Anita is awesome. I love her. She's just so happy. She brightens my day. I'm going to create vanilla sugar. So either, I don't know how I'm going to take regular white sugar and make it vanilla-y. Maybe mix it with like a vanilla powder or something. To put in my shop because it's really good for happiness in the home. I want to do little things like that people can just, use in everyday life where it's not like you have to take time out of your day to really, do a whole spell. It's like a kitchen witch kind of thing where it just, you incorporate it into your food or whatever and spread happiness through your home. Bake with it, give it to friends, stuff like that. But I chose vanilla because it's not gonna like overpower your food. Oh man. Yes. I don't know. Oh yeah. Yeah, I could do it. I'm thinking about sugar scrub too. I love sugar scrubs. I need to get some more. I want to do some bath salts too, Epsom salt and stuff, because baths are actually really powerful. One thing that they suggested for vanilla sugar, that kind of stuff, is putting some vanilla like extract into your bath and then eating a sugar cube. I read that today. Did not know that one. Or you could just put a whole vanilla bean pod in your sugar if you don't want to change the taste. Hey, you may have been. And you don't have to be from a line of witches. It's a lifestyle. It's not I mean, it is a heritage thing. Some people do have it passed down, but just like with any religion, belief system, being vegan, you choose to be vegan. There's nothing wrong with choosing to be a witch. I know. I think he's awake. Vanilla sugar would be really good sprinkled on top of sugar cookies. Ooh. Then you bake them and you give them to your neighbors. You don't keep any. Maybe one. Or put in your coffee. Coffee is magical too. Using coffee grounds and things. I love kitchen witchery. No sharing. Screw all you people. I'm sharing the happiness with myself. There, everything we do can be magical if you know what you're doing. Nom nom. The Cookie Monster. But yeah, if you have a neighbor that's super awkward that you don't talk too much because you don't know how to interact with them, make them cookies. Use an ingredient in it that's for friendship, or use vanilla in it, and put intention into the baking, like what you want out of it. Like, we're gonna be friends. Oh my god, that's bad. Moving on. Put intention into it. So say you're so bad. Imagine imagine you saying hi to him when you see him and him not being all awkward or whatever, sweeten them to you. That would be good for a honey jar. Just saying. Or a coworker that you don't really get along with, that you need to give pot cookies to. I'm in Oregon, I'm allowed to say that. Oh man, my room really smells like Palo Santo now. Oops. Oh. It's a good smell. I like it better than sage. Yeah, why are you guys so quiet? Just listening to me ramble. Oh, Alyssa. Alyssa. That's bad. I want to learn how to make these. That's true, you are really quiet, Janine. But that's okay. Because you invite people. I'm just kidding, I love you. I can't remember what all these feathers are. I know it's a turkey feather. I think the red one is parrot. This one's pheasant. I don't know what the white one is. Oh, it starts with a C, but I don't know what the word is. It's just nice. What else? Oh, for protection with the house? Yeah, because they're huge. For protection for your house, you take mugwort and put it under your doormat so that nothing evil. Oh, are you not uncomfortable here? Or are you uncomfortable here? Don't be uncomfortable. Why are you biting your tongue? Oh, Janine, don't be shy. We're all nice. Except Mike, I'm still not so sure about him. Just kidding. Putting mugwort under your door will keep anything negative out. Oh, Aaron, when did you get here? What the heck? Can you hear me now? Whoops. No, don't have the bar. Can you hear me? Hey! Okay. Yay! That was scary. Someone muted me. Yes, I saw that you sent me an email through my website. I will look at it as soon as I'm done scoping, I promise. I promise. I was gonna get a piece of paper and start writing what I was gonna say on it for you guys. Awesome. Oh no, I wish I had a second device so I could just look up now. Soon enough, I will have my own laptop. Soon enough, because we're getting our taxes back. Can you hear me now? Good. So mugwort. Mugwort. I have a can of it somewhere. One of my many cans. This is the other problem. When you work with herbs a lot, you tend to become a hoarder. Is this one it? Nope. You have a bag of it too. I do. Oh wait, I think this one's it. He is moving here. He's moving here first. And then he'll find a doctor here. And it's my bag of herb, guys. Mugwort. He's moving here, and then he'll find a doctor up here. We have some really good doctors up here to get a second opinion, because the other doctor is a little wishy-washy. Yes, and I need to be at his doctor's appointments, because he's really bad about telling me things, especially when they drug him up. So sprinkle mugwort under your, it's not hot chocolate, sprinkle mugwort under your welcome mat for protection. And I don't mean protection from, like, demons. I mean, like, from negativity and crappy people entering your house. Yes. Salt on the doors. I don't mean, like, you know, what's up? What do you need to ask? Go for it. Red brick dust works. Yes. I don't find I have an abundance of red brick dust around me, though, unfortunately. But a lot of people do use that in cleansing their house. You add it to, like, a wash to wash your stoop, for protection around your door sill, on your windowsills and stuff like that, yeah. Ooh, I did not know that. Aloe vera, I do like that. And I have a friend who grows an aloe vera plant. Very interesting. You have trouble sleeping. Is that what your email's about? Oh, cool. No. Oh, okay. You have a lot on your mind? I mean, that's the first thing that comes up. I would say drink tea. Oh yeah, we did have a discussion about that, didn't we? Describe troubles. Yeah. Is it like you have restless leg? You just have a lot on your mind. Lavender, chamomile. I drink a lot of chamomile tea. Not green tea. I drink a lot of chamomile based teas. I like to listen to meditative music or guided meditations. There's a lot of YouTube guided meditation. I'm always talking about YouTube guided meditations. There's a lot for helping with sleep, where the person gets you into a relaxed, comfortable state, and then they play music, and oh, you have like a restless body kind of thing going on, or itching. Uh-oh. Guys, he's waking up. Have you tried maybe taking a shower? A warm bath or a shower? I know, be quiet, baby. No, he's not gonna go back to sleep this time. Crap, you guys. Yeah, he's awake. Drink tea, warm shower, lotion. Yeah, it's just a restless limb kind of thing, which shows up in all different ways. that could be it too. It could be needing to actually see someone to adjust you if it seems to be frequent in the same part. I'm not against going to see a doctor, and I'm not here to tell people not to go see a doctor. But yeah, I mean, go get, especially if it's bothering you multiple nights. It could be that too, but if you find that it's happening a lot, I would definitely, if you have a doctor you see, to go just get checked out just in case, because you never want to avoid going to the doctor than have it actually be something serious or something that needs to be fixed. But yeah, if it's just like a once in a while, very rare thing, just try different, techniques to fall asleep. I'm a big fan of massage. Which is why I can't wait for my boyfriend to be here so that he can fix all my ache and pains. Yes, let's all get massages, whether you have restless limbs or not. Yep, yep, alright. Anyone else need a massage? He's not gonna go back to sleep, guys. Ugh. Yeah, I know, Janine, I'm sorry. You need to work on shielding yourself, girl. Although Reiki is amazing. It is definitely worth its weight in gold. I have a friend that says he'll do Reiki on me because he wants to practice more. It's healing through energy. It's focusing your healing energy onto people to help heal them. And that was probably the worst way to explain it, but in a nutshell. Oh, well, hello, little man. I see you. Uh-oh, guys. Hi, baby. Alright, I'm gonna go, because he's gonna start screaming here in probably about 30 seconds or less. Hi, handsome. Oh my gosh, let's see if he pokes his head over. He's climbing on the mountain of stuff that's on his bed right now, because he's been sleeping in my bed. Hi. Can you see him? There he is. Alright, you guys. I'm gonna go. You gonna say hi? Can you say hi? Can you wave? Alright. You guys. Oh, thank you. It's my peanut. Alright, you guys. Have a really... Yeah, you say night. Say, bring back my mommy. Thanks, Mike. Thanks, everyone. Alright. I will get to your email now. You guys have a really, really good night. And thanks for hanging out with me. Bye.